Yeah, do it every day. It's like going to the gym. Well, I can't guarantee everybody will close business today. I can't even guarantee that everybody will close business within the first 3 weeks or the first 3 months. But what I can say is that after a certain period of time, I will guarantee that you will get business out of this.
Welcome back. John Smobert bringing Talking Sales to you. And I have Adam Gray again.
Hi, John.
Adam.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, splendid.
That's good. We've done, I don't know, 6 or 7 or 8 interviews so far, and I'm loving these.
As am I.
And hopefully the audience out there has been enjoying it too and getting good value. So keep giving us feedback, and the more feedback you give us, the more we'll be able to align these discussions to what you need to learn. I have a subject that I'd like to discuss with you. I've been doing, personally, social fairly actively now for about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just find it's every day you're doing it. It's so persistent and consistent, and it drags me down sometimes. Do you really need to have that level of persistence?
Yes.
Yes.
Is the short answer. It's like going to the gym. For people that are starting out on their social selling journey, they need to hold on to the fact that the fundamental truth is that you get the opportunity across social channels to talk to 1 billion different people globally all of the time for zero cost. Now that's a good place to be. You want to be showcasing yourself because people will go onto the internet to check you out, your brand out, and look for your competition. So you need to be credible. Now, if you spend a day doing social media, are you going to generate? Well, you might do, but probably not. But this is like going to the gym. If I go to the gym tomorrow, will I be fitter at the end of it? No. If I go for a week, will I be fitter and thinner? No.
Probably just the opposite. You really can't do much.
But if I do it for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year, then yes.
I'm going to be fitter.
Absolutely right. Okay. And we all know that. And
okay.
The same is true with this. You have to build a following, you have to win their trust, you have to share good content, you have to be there every single day, day after day after day after day after day. And we run a 12-week social selling program, as you know. And although it's 12 weeks long, we would expect that by week 3, people within the group of 10 that we do it for would be seeing pipeline arriving at that point, because they've actually created a compelling personal brand and they're reaching out to people and they're being more proactive.
You're saying in month what?
In month 1. We would expect to see people.
So you start social now, and in 1 month I've got prospects coming through the door.
Now that isn't going to be everybody, but that will be some of the people that do it. I have run a training session for a group of lawyers, and once they had created their personal profile, the same day I said, reach out and connect with everybody that you have worked with over your entire career. And one of the people that was in the course was a lady that was the managing partner for the human resources practice, so employment law within the firm. And she reached out to an ex-colleague of hers who was now head of legal at some big company, and £30,000 deal that very same day, just because she happened to be in the right place at the right time. So it does happen. But what we know is that it's not a capital expense of your time. This is an ongoing expense. You need to do it every single day, because the day you don't do it is the day that I will, as your competitor, I will do it, and I will win that client that should have been yours.
So this is a big investment.
Absolutely.
A massive investment.
But one that has to be made.
Has to be made. So you're saying, if I've produced 100 articles and published 100 articles, and they're all sitting in my repository and LinkedIn or whatever, people will see that. I don't have to keep doing it every day, do I?
You have to be reaching out to people every day. So I'm not suggesting that you can write an article every single day. Maybe you can, but I'm not suggesting that necessarily would be it. But you can repurpose those articles and keep reintroducing those articles to your audience on an ongoing basis. You have to make sure that you're always present.
If you're targeted, strategically, following a very strong strategy, I guess doing it every day or doing it regularly is going to drive the results.
Absolutely. We've not seen a single instance in our experience where it hasn't done. So
Okay.
this is not that I can't guarantee everybody will close business today. I can't even guarantee that everybody will close business within the first 3 weeks or the first 3 months. But what I can say is that after a certain period of time, I will guarantee that you will get business out of this.
Okay, and I've got to say that's my experience. You know, for me alone, most of my business now, aside from referrals, come from LinkedIn.
Absolutely.
And you know, people will get sick and tired of me on LinkedIn, but I'm publishing these all the time. I'm having dialogues all the time, and it's really interesting. I end up with very trusted relations, not always with people that are going to buy from me, but people of influence in the marketplace and so on. Great stuff, but
Absolutely.
It does take an effort, and I guess that's the message you're making.
It does take an effort, and I would be a liar if I said it didn't. However, the question is it more or less pleasurable than making 100 or 200 or 500 phone calls when nobody wants to talk to you?
Well, obviously, if it's straight cold calling, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I think we still need to make phone calls, but here's
Absolutely.
the opportunity. We engage with somebody, we see that,
So they want
they
to
are
take
of
your
value
call.
and they want to take your call.
Yeah, they want to take it. Not they're prepared to take it. They want to take your call, and that's the flip side of the coin.
It's classic, isn't it? Now, somebody I'm engaged with on social, I'll pick up the phone and call them, and I don't even have to say, I just say, hey, let's have a cup of coffee. No problem.
Absolutely.
I don't have to say why, whatever. They have a trust in who I am, the fact that I bring value to the table. Easy.
Yeah.
So you do need to make the phone calls. Social is only
Absolutely.
part of the whole selling process.
Yeah, we find it to be the front bit. You know, at the point when you're actually sitting down in front of somebody, they maybe need to see that in order to convince other people within their organisation, but actually you've got them at that point.
There's another subject, and we won't cover it today, but that's the subject of the buying journey. And in my view, yes, right at the very beginning and opening the door and creating the interest and sometimes upsetting the status quo to get the buying journey started,
nothing
social
better.
is very powerful. But there's also a role for social through that buying journey.
Of course, yeah.
In different aspects, getting value across the table, taking them through a thinking journey and so on. Really important.
Perfect.
Okay, so bottom line,
Yeah, do it every day. It's like going to the gym.
do it every day, like going to the gym. I need to do that.
You and me both.
Thank you for your interest, and thank you, Adam.
Thank
Really
you, John.
enjoyed these series of discussions.
Thank you.